Hello, my name is Prime and welcome back to this episode of ATS Showcases, and today we are here in Denver, Colorado, hauling some potatoes down to Lamar. Should be a pretty good delivery indeed, and we've got an ownable Prestige grain hopper trailer on this Volvo VNL 740 today. Yes, it's the same truck model that I used in the last showcase, but we're going to get over that nice brilliant red color here, and we're going to be doing an evening delivery today. But let's get this Volvo started up and get on the road. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. It's great to be back here in American Truck Simulator, and it's great to be recording video that isn't going to be released more than a week in advance. I'm back from my vacation now. For those who didn't know, I was enjoying a very nice vacation over the last couple weeks, so any of the videos over the last little bit were pre-recorded by some margin, but thank you for all the support around the channel. I mean, that's just kind of an ongoing situation, but even still, I do appreciate all the recent support, especially with all the pre-recorded content. I'm happy that everyone enjoyed the Prime How-To series, the Getting Started, the 3-parter. Thank you for all the support there. I do appreciate that a lot. And the other videos were fun as well. And yes, I do understand that this video and this truck, I should say, is a little bit of a, well, I don't want to say regurgitated content, but definitely very similar to the video that I did last time. It was the Volvo 740. It's a great truck. And I just decided, you know what, let's do one more run with the Volvo here. And I thought, let's do a nice red one. And I didn't want to do the big maxed out one like I do all the time. It just felt a little bit too cliche. But I thought, you know what, let's do the mid-range once again. Kind of change some of the accessories on it. Bright new paint job on it. The red looks really good. Along with the Load King trailer, the Prestige grain hopper. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. It's going to be similar-ish to the last one, because I do believe I had a kind of a grain hopper or some form of kind of hopper trailer on the Volvo as well. I'm trying to remember now because that was some time ago, and I did kind of take a quick look, but I didn't, to be honest, look that hard, so I do apologize. I know it's very similar, but nonetheless, we've got some stuff to talk about because there have been plenty of Prime news, and well, at least a couple for American Truck Simulator, but definitely there's been quite a bit of news. Let's just say that. And I will say, for those who managed to point it out, which it wasn't too hard to be honest, yes, the few Prime news over the last couple of weeks were recorded on my holidays, and if you happen to notice some, let's say, crunchy audio or very crisp and just not the best, that is the reason why. When I say the setup was quite jank, that is an understatement. It was interesting to say the least. It was quite bare bones, and that was the way it is. But on the days that I had some downtime and I was just relaxing anyways, I thought, you know what, let's do a little bit of a Prime news because I was able to actually do it. And it was the way it is. It came out just fine. Audio wasn't the best, at least compared to, I guess, the quality that I have back at my main setup, but it's the way it is. Life goes on. But talking about the two bits of news for American Truck Simulator that were both on Oklahoma. Well, and I guess I should say there is another one, but I'll get to that in just a second. Oklahoma, starting off with the water bodies. STS Software put out a blog post focusing on the different bits of water that you can find across the state. So that goes from anywhere from the rivers, the lakes, and of course the reservoirs, in particular the dams and stuff like that, or any of the water crossings. Beautiful, beautiful screenshots that may have been some of the best screenshots to date from Oklahoma. I know I've said it a few times, and normally the screenshots all looked really incredible, but that blog post was just something different. The water bodies blog posts are among the top of my kind of list in terms of just quality screenshots that come out, especially for the states themselves. They're always fantastic nonetheless. So it was great to see that. I know a lot of people enjoyed that. Thank you once again for all the support on that video and the other ones around that. But I am very excited for Oklahoma. Yes, it is taking longer than I think a lot of us would hope. Same with Kansas. They are smaller states and seemingly taking some time. It's the way it is. That trailer is tweaking a little bit now, isn't it? Interesting. We'll just ignore that one. Nothing's perfect, people. Nothing's perfect. But no, it was fantastic. And then we also, a few days later, I guess a few days, multiple days later, got the Oklahoma Turnpike tolls. Get that one out of my mouth there. A little bit of a tongue twister. Turnpike tolls blog post, and talking about the toll booths and various toll roads that will be across the Oklahoma VLC. Funny enough, the toll booths on the Turnpike roads are located smack dab. I'm gonna get over here, car. I know they're blind spot monitoring. We're all good. I'm not gonna take anyone out. It's all good. Modern trucks, they make a lot of noise at you. I'll let you go there, trucker courtesy. Not gonna try and cut anyone off there. But no, it's the toll booths are actually located smack dab in the middle of the toll road sections, let's just call them that. So you can't avoid any of the toll fees, which is both smart and kind of funny at the same time. Now, in American Truck Simulator, if anyone wants to try and off-road around that, whenever Oklahoma comes out, please tag me on any on your attempt at that, whether it's a screenshot of you flying over a toll booth or like off-roading it like crazy or whatever you want to do, or if it's a video segment, if you can, that'd be amazing. Tag me on like Twitter or whatever. Just let me know. That'd be hilarious. I want to see that, because avoiding toll fees is, you know, something that I think a lot of us wouldn't mind doing at some times. But in American Truck Simulator, the payment system, and what is the GPS wanting me to do? Take the on-ramp, get back on? I don't think so. We're gonna keep going straight. Good old GPS, somehow awfully realistic to real life and what it does sometimes with routing changes. Nonetheless, fantastic blog posts, both of them. Yes, Oklahoma, a lot of us want to come sooner than later. We're just gonna have to be patient. Oh, we gotta pull in to the inspection station. Nice. Okay, well, I guess we'll go in behind this truck here and roll our way in. But no, it's the way it is. Oklahoma and Kansas hopefully will come sooner than later, and I guess it's only time that will tell. And the other bit of news as we roll into the way station here was a bit of a teaser from SES Software on kind of an upcoming change, what appears to be for the Western Star 49X, or 47X. No, it's 49X, I think. Yeah, it'd be the 49X as far as I can remember. And now this is going quite back into the realms of Prime's brain to try and remember this one, because I didn't actually do a Prime News on it because, well, I was on vacation and I was busy around that time. And I never ended up doing it, let's just be fair. 49X heavy haul, as far as I know. 49X, possibly a 47X. We don't actually have a 47X, but it is a truck that does exist, so I mean, that could be interesting. But even still, 49X, as far as I know, heavy haul kind of addition or changes somehow. That's something that we got to keep an eye out here, and it's going to take, apparently, well, I guess it's a little bit longer, 90,000 pounds. Cool. Heavy. A lot of potatoes on this truck today, and the truck is a pretty hefty unit as well, but even still, a lot of potatoes. Whatever this heavy haul thing is, please comment down below. What do you guys think about that? I'd actually be interested to know what you think. It's one of those kind of teasers that, well, you kind of have an idea of like, well, it's something heavy haul related with from what I can remember, the 49X, so possibly some different options and maybe different chassis configurations. But even still, what are the different bits that are going to be coming in with that? Not 100% sure for me. Possibly some different routes or different cargo types, possibly different trailer types for heavy cargo. Not quite sure. Comment down below once again what you think on that one. I got my high beams on. Sorry there, people. Did not mean for that to be on. Must have fumbled the button a little bit there. It's been a while since I've done an evening delivery, that's for sure. To be honest, I wasn't planning on doing an evening delivery, but a few plans have changed, and now it's an evening delivery. It's good. It's good. At least we started in some sunshine, and we're getting to see this Volvo at night. Have not done that yet, so it's kind of nice to see it and see American Truck Simulator with the sunsets as well, and going into night. It is a beautiful game. I know some people will say, well, I say some people, I do agree. Some of the graphic points aren't, you know, the best in terms of processing. Like anti-aliasing is one that's been brought up a lot. We are waiting on that engine upgrade, people. We are waiting on the engine upgrade. Whenever that happens, game engine, I shall clarify. Whenever that happens, supposed to bring a lot better performance and quality with it. Visual quality and, I guess, performance quality, but nonetheless, whenever that's coming, we just gotta wait for it. But overall, running ultra settings, which I'm very fortunate I can do, at least now, looks really good. Now, unfortunately, we are going into night, so there's only so much that you can get there, but even still, looks really good overall. I can't complain with the game. And any of these updates that we get for these increased quality bits, or map revamps, for example, the reskins or rework projects, whatever you want to call them, they're all free for any owner of the game. It's only, you know, select DLCs, whether they're trailers or obviously the map expansions, that you have to pay for. Compared to some other game developers out there, SES Software is fantastic for what they continue to provide for the price of their games. I know our customer expects the delivery soon. Don't worry about it. Again, there were some change of plans, but nonetheless, I compared to some of the other games that even I own, that looking at the DLCs that the developers put out and what they want you to pay for in some pretty drastic amounts, SES Software doesn't do that. They could very easily, I would want to say, get away with possibly doing that for some of, say, the new trucks or whatever. A lot of games do that for the different cars, especially on the racing side. You gotta pay for pretty much everything you want. It's the way it is. And now, actually, just seeing up here, cool. You got navigation, and there's also the lane departure, or like lane assist, or is that hill like tip assist? I don't know what that is. What's that symbol with the car looking thing below the lightning bolt looking one? Oh, that's a... Gee, maybe that's what it's for. Maybe that's what it's for. Collision. Scraped up against a sign. Reminder. Keep your eyes on the road, kids. Keep your eyes on the road. Don't be distracted while driving. It gets kind of hard. If I had a head tracker or an eye tracker, that would be a lot easier. I guess I could have just done that. That would have been able to keep my eyes on the road. But, of course, Prime doing the absolute genius that he is, being the absolute genius, we gotta, you know, completely zoom in and not paying attention. It's all good. A little scratch probably won't be noticed on this all-gloss paint, you know, beautiful-looking truck. Nah, it's all fine. We won't worry about that at all. Oh, good livings. You gotta love it. You gotta love it indeed. But let's get back to what I was saying just briefly, and I'll wrap this up here. SES Software, I do really appreciate the, let's say, the lack of money grabbing. I think it's kind of putting it bluntly in some ways, but also not. It's fantastic that we get so many of these free updates constantly. 1.48 is around the corner, bringing some different, well, it'll obviously bring some pretty cool features, some of which we kind of know about, some of which we don't. We've actually, as far as I can recall, know a little bit more about what's coming with 1.48 on the Euro Truck Simulator side compared to here on ATS. But there's still plenty of time for more stuff to come on that realm, and I want to make the assumption that 1.48 will be the carrier update for the Oklahoma DLC. Maybe that's just me being optimistic. I don't know. Let me know. Comment once again. Just keep adding to your comment or comment a new one. I don't care. Just let me know. What do you think on that one? But I really want to believe that this is the 1.48 will be the carrier update. Whether the DLC comes with the update or just afterwards. Normally it's kind of a at the same time launch or a week or so apart. Even still, I want to say that it will be coming in with it, but part of me wants to be... I'm being cautiously optimistic, let's just say that. Until there's something more hard set, if there can be something more hard set, I guess a release date would be fantastic. It's kind of up in the air. Let's just say that. It's up in the air. We are getting a lot more blog posts, though, on Oklahoma, and I can tell you, just based off of the amount of folders that I've done for Prime News, we're starting to get to the later point of the number of blog posts. Normally they'll post for a DLC. So far Texas has been kind of the exception because of how large it was, but any of them more, let's say, similar sized states to Oklahoma, that being, you know, the likes of Montana, even though Montana is still larger, even still, Montana, Washington, DLC, those guys, we're in the point of, we're getting really close to matching the amount of blog posts they had. So we're really close on Oklahoma, I want to say. We should be within the next, hopefully, month. Well, I really hope within the next month we have a release date. And if you're watching this around the release of this video, I think you would agree with me. Maybe there's been news since then, and maybe if you're watching this way in the future, you're thinking, well, Prime, the Oklahoma DLC has been out since, you know, this year. Yeah, well, this is being recorded in, like, basically early summer of 2023, so keep that in mind, future people. Thank you for coming back and watching the video, but keep that in mind. Nonetheless, it's going to be cool to see where ATS goes. We know we've got more truck content, seems like more trailer content coming as well, or at least we would make the assumption so. Generally, SA Software is good at adding plenty of different trailer configurations and options on that front. But no, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting few months here, both on the channel and also in-game ATS. And of course, I'm going to be doing some other cool things as well. I did notice that there has been a release, or I guess a teaser release, for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now that has me intrigued. To be honest, I've never been able to do a lot of flight simulation. Love the thought of it. And it seems like 2024 is going to bring, or a Flight Sim 2024 is going to bring a bunch of cool features, including more like scenario-based stuff. 100% I think I'd be in on that. I may even have to start covering some news for that, and kind of branch into that more and get more knowledge on that, because that is definitely something I'm interested in. Obviously the racing stuff I'm going to be doing more of as well, and there's some other really cool things that are quite literally just around the corner now, in terms of release, that I've been working on for a long time here around the channel, that I'm so excited to be able to finally prep the release here. Oh, I guess we got to pull in for another way station. Well, would you look at that? But no, I've got so much stuff that's just kind of ready, let's just say that. It's been a long time in the making. It's been a difficult road in some ways, but it's definitely one that I've enjoyed all the way through. You know, sometimes you got to work hard to kind of make things go where you want it to go. Good, we're the same weight. I'd hope so. Wait, actually, shouldn't we lose weight if we're burning fuel? Maybe we just haven't burnt that much fuel. I don't know. What is that? Shooting stars, or what was that? Something just was flying through the screen over there. No idea. I was going to say unidentified object much? You never know. Flying object. I ruined my own joke. I had to sit there for a second. It was like, unidentified object. I'm missing something in that acronym to make it UFO. Flying object. There we go. There's Prime's brain for you. Getting the rest off of the vacation brain there for commentary. You gotta love it. Gotta love it indeed. Well, if you've watched it this far into the video, thank you so much. And hopefully you got a little bit of a laugh at the Prime brain working away there. Knowing that, now that I stopped talking in that section, YouTube's probably going to try and play an ad in there, because that's YouTube for you. I try and place the ad breaks so it doesn't completely disrupt you, but then YouTube goes like, nah, I'm going to just use the curb there, don't mind me. I want to be in this left turn lane, thank you very much. YouTube then goes like, nah, oh, I'm not even turning here, aren't I? I gotta go straight. Oh, for Pete's sake. I know, I'm not going out yet. Okay, well, I'm going now. I guess that truck's waiting for me. I guess I could have gone around the block too. I guess that would have worked. But nah, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go up here and make the proper left. Follow the GPS. It would have worked. I just Yeah, I didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like it. So we'll stop right here. And hopefully, is there enough lane? Now I'm blocking the lane. Oh, well, that's fine. Couldn't get over enough. And hopefully we're not sitting here too long for the light rotation. But oh, there's a lot of cool things coming for the channel. And sometimes YouTube does their thing on the ads and other things. But nonetheless, it's fine. There's only so much I control, and I try to make it the best viewer experience as I can. Sometimes these videos go a bit longer than, you know, some people may enjoy to watch, and that's fine. I try and do a balance because I know some people enjoy the longer form deliveries, and some people really only like the shorter. I've got to play to both worlds. You can't just choose one and stick with it. I will be honest, I generally do tend to go for the lower to moderate length videos, just for the sake of, well, one, commentary, but even still, it's a bit of a viewer experience as well. It's easier to enjoy the videos when you're not, well, getting bored, let's face it. Some people, you know, just don't necessarily enjoy the longer form, and that's perfectly fine. Where do I have to park this joint? Nice! That's a beautiful reverse in the dark, of all things. Can I swing around? Is this boxes in here? No, I can swing around. If I can possibly swing... Oh, maybe I'm going over something. I can't see a thing. All right, we're going backwards. This is beautiful. I can't see nearly a thing. My perimeter alarm is going off at me left, right, and center. What if I go back and go around the building and see if I can reverse in that way? Maybe my play. So let's just go back out the entrance here. I'm gonna come around this way. We're gonna go back this direction. And we're gonna go around the building. And let's see what we can do. I have a feeling if we go around the building, we should be able to then kind of go more straight on with the reverse endpoint based on, well, just kind of the shaping of the delivery zone. So let's come back in here. We'll just go back around the back side of the silo. And if we come around, avoid the loading spot. Yes, we should be able to get in here quite nicely. So what was I hitting? I think I was just hitting the edge of the pallets, to be honest. But I can snake my way right in here quite beautifully. And kind of get myself prepped to reverse in there. So let's just try and get this down in there without completely cheating. That would be fantastic for the viewer experience. And I've already messed it up, I think. Yep, I have. I'm not used to reversing in the dark, and even my daytime reversing is questionable. So let's just get myself started here. I know I'm going to make a lot of people mad. I'm sorry. It's fine, because they don't have a lot of lighting over here. So they're not very kind to me. And my monitor, for some reason, isn't cooperating with me. It's better than it used to be, but it's not the greatest. So let's just go back in here. Now I can probably go interior view. That's not too bad. Had to use a little bit of creative liberty there to get her in, but it's all good. We made it work. Not too bad. A little bit of cheating, but it's not the end of the world. Thank you guys so much for watching. What a great delivery. What a fantastic truck. Thank you guys for all the support, and I've got a lot of cool things coming on the channel very, very soon. So keep an eye out here for that to come. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.